The risk of excessive dreaming for INFJs. Growing up, I struggled to understand myself because of my INFJ personality type. Despite having many friends, I frequently felt alienated. Although I enjoyed being with my friends, I was quite relieved to be left alone. I like being close to my family and in my tiny town, but I yearned to explore new places and people. There wasn't much talk about personality traits, psychological preferences, or developing one's self-awareness when I was growing up in the South. That was okay to me at the time because it appeared like no one else was talking about the questions that were running through my head. But when I learned about the Myers-Briggs type indicator in college, something in me started to blossom. Understanding introversion and extroversion helped me comprehend differences between my mother and me and our people capability, for example. Yet it wasn't until I started learning about the distinctive traits of the INFJ that I finally realized why I frequently felt alone, even in my own family. INFJs are naturally curious people. Because of our deep curiosity about a wide variety of topics, we find it challenging to identify our one true passion in life, contrary to conventional expectations. We are adept at appreciating the basic things in life and enjoy observing, thinking, and creating. Our communication and interpersonal interactions tend to be deliberate and slower paced. We can shrivel up if we are told to put these aspects of ourselves away. We thrive in environments that encourage our desire to create and dream. We dreamers are inspired by the possibility of the future and all the idealized possibilities it may bring. I have frequently grappled with this facet of who I am. I often imagined what life would be like if I didn't grow up in my small town. I daydreamed about what it would be like to experience the snowy winters of the north, the salty skin of the beaches, or the piney mountain air of the west while I watched the Weather Channel. Samantha Brown from the Travel Channel further stimulated my desire to travel. After seeing one of her programs about a somewhere I had never been, I daydreamed about living in a little cottage in Europe or somewhere close to the Australian coastline so that I could hear the waves crashing outside my kitchen window. Being the romantic, the edge of my unmapped future was unexplored territory. Dreaming could make you dissatisfied. There are drawbacks to all of this daydreaming, though. When your body and head seem to be in different places, it gives room for discontent to flourish. I battle with this dissatisfaction since I believe I haven't accomplished everything I've set out to do. I always consider other options, so I question if I'm in the appropriate place or the proper work. Although I currently reside in the Colorado Rockies, where I have enormous mountain views and activities right outside my door, dreaming still occurs. I continue to ponder what it might be like to reside in the Utah deserts, an Italian villa, or a major intellectual hub like Paris, Boston, or London. If your family or friends don't understand that your continual daydreaming has nothing to do with a lack of love and admiration for them, but rather a deep appreciation for unusual places and events, it may cause friction in your relationships. They might also find it strange if, like many INFJs, you prefer staying home with your favorite book and coffee cup than going out. Although we romanticize the concept of visiting new places, sometimes we realize that staying somewhere comfortable with predictable stimulation is preferable. In particular, if you're a very sensitive person, this is true. Relationships may suffer as a result of this trait of your personality. Therefore, it may be helpful to reaffirm your loved ones of your importance to them and the benefits of your dreams. INFJ, be aware of your strengths. The benefits of all this fantasizing are also positive. Dr. David Feldman cites studies in Psychology Today that demonstrate how daydreaming and pretend play may be a vehicle for artistic endeavors and social interaction. He cites psychiatrist Eugenio Rov's research, which claims that daydreaming can awaken previously inactive brain regions, fostering the emergence of fresh concepts and answers. Dreamers provide a lot to the world. We can offer people who are concentrating on what is in front of them the much-needed creativity and problem-solving. Being an INFJ means that we have to learn to reconcile our urge to fantasize with our need to be in the present. The paradox of human wanderlust is that it can both give aspirations wings and plant the seeds of discontentment. The difficulty lies in finding a method to allow oneself to be present enough to be grateful while remaining future-focused enough to be hopeful. My advice to you is to be gentle with yourself if you find yourself feeling unsatisfied with your present situation, status, career, relationship, or location. INFJs frequently have lofty goals for themselves, so it's helpful to be reminded that we don't have to realize them all before a particular age. INFJ dreamers keep on dreaming, but don't forget to take a moment to glance around and appreciate what's in front of you.